Senator for Nandi County, Senator Cherargei.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to join my colleagues in passing our deepest condolences because we are told 42 Kenyans died because of Friday raging floods, Mr. Speaker, sir. 71 vehicles were swept away, and of course there was massive. I saw yesterday in one of the news outlets that most schools could not continue. Mr. Speaker, this issue of stormwater and drainage and the issue of flooding in Nairobi is not new. In 2023, there was a similar incident. I was embarrassed by the comments of Nairobi governor, who used to tell us in a walk, but it looks like it does not work, Mr. Speaker, because they don't have even a storm drainage policy, as by my last checkings, Mr. Speaker. And I think I want to advise him to read a book called Eating Chiefs, a Nigerian by Topolo Young, Mr. Speaker, because it looks like eating is too much as opposing to working in Nairobi City County, Mr. Speaker. And I want to thank the national government because they have concentrated in giving necessary support to functionality. But I know the 80 billion, Mr. Speaker, might work in favor of alleviating suffering. Mr. Speaker, I want to propose the following. Because emergency and issues are concurrent functions, we should compensate the families that lost their loved ones, because it's a criminal negligence, Mr. Speaker. We should compensate for the lives lost and the properties that have been destroyed. Kenya Power, Mr. Speaker, should also compensate Kenyans, Mr. Speaker. So we want to appeal that as we go into the future, Mr. Speaker, is another point I want to make, since our colleague is here, is lack of oversight, Mr. Speaker. I want to encourage my brother Omwami Sifuna. Instead of saying Linda Mwananchi, you should start lindering Nairobi first. Because the problem is lack of oversight. Up to today, Mr. Speaker, and I know Senator Sifuna has zealously oversight the 10-point agenda of NADCO. He should start with Nairobi. Yes. If he can oversight the way he's oversighting NADCO and broad-based, if he could oversight Sakaja, we'd be not having problem, my brother Omwami Sifuna. Can you use the same passion to Linda Nairobi, not Linda Mwananchi? I saw you in Makueni. Start with Nairobi, my brother. That is where your vote is. The day you will want to run for president, start with Nairobi, Mr. Speaker. So finally, Mr. Speaker, I want to support on the issue of national ID. Let us remain focused and steadfast, Mr. Speaker. We want as many Kenyans to get the national ID. And I want to confirm to Senator Manzo that issuance of ID is free of charge, courtesy of William Ruto government. So make sure you take it so that we vote out.
Senator Olekina.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to make some brief comments on this very important statement on floods in Nairobi. Mr. Speaker, floods did not come yesterday. This is a problem which has been transferred from one administration to another. So it will be illogical to blame the current administration of Sakaja of all the challenges on the floods. Mr. Speaker, my point is very clear.
Order.
Nairobi County, when you look at the soils, scientifically they are saturated. When you look at urbanization, there is rapid creeping urbanization in Nairobi County. Everybody is moving to Nairobi. What do you expect? The most logical thing, Mr. Speaker, is to try and look at what is the appropriate way of solving this problem for future generation. This is a systemic issue which started with poor infrastructure development by the colonial masters. You come into the current system where everybody is encroaching into the riparian lands. You cannot continue blaming one administration that is going to be able to solve all those problems. We can be populist, but that is not going to solve our problem. We have to be able to ask ourselves, what should be the problem and what is the solution? If you look at it right now, there is a problem in the sense that not one level of government takes full responsibility. The issue of floods in Nairobi is a shared responsibility between the national government and the county government. Clarify that first. Give one entity to be able to resolve that problem. Number two, in the past years where we've had flooding in Nairobi, and flooding in Nairobi is not unique to Nairobi alone. Other cities in Africa, Lagos is another big problem. In the past, what we have done in Nairobi County is that they have concentrated on issues of declogging the flooding routes. But the issue of the matter is that what must be done now is for this House to be able to push for more monies to go to our counties so that we don't have people from Western moving into Nairobi. We don't have people from Mount Kenya moving into Nairobi, and setting up settlements where it's supposed to be, sort of like riparian land. That is the issue. Let us not run away from that. Finally, Mr. Speaker, it is important to be logical and not just to be populist when it comes to the issue of solving problems in this country. We cannot run away from the fact that all of us are responsible. We start with policies here and ensure that our counties become homes for our people, not Nairobi. Nairobi is overpopulated because there are no jobs in our counties. Everybody is moving here. What do you expect? You know,